Hi, today I want to introduce you to Entrusted, a document sanitization tool that I've been working on since early 2022. It's an open source project hosted on GitHub. We're going to cover what Entrusted is all about, how it works, and why it was created. Then we're going to take a look at a set of available features, followed by a demo and the next steps from a development perspective. When we are online, we exchange data with others all the time. It's not because we know and trust someone that they cannot send us malware accidentally. A common way for us to get malware on our computers is by opening email attachments containing viruses. Entrusted is a document sanitization solution that converts potentially suspicious files into safe PDFs. The file processing happens inside a sandbox that is disconnected from the internet. Entrusted supports three types of files: PDF files, Microsoft Office or OpenOffice documents, as well as common image formats. Once you have selected the file that you would like to process, you open it inside the Entrusted client program via the desktop or command line interface. The sanitization process itself is happening inside a sandbox within the Entrusted container program. The sandbox is a separate product that requires a dedicated software installation. If the sanitization process was successful, we get a safe PDF that we can open in the application of our choice. There are four main steps contributing to the sanitization process. At the beginning, we convert the file to PDF as needed. Then we export PDF pages to images. If the user wanted to get a searchable PDF, we apply a process called OCR. That stands for Optical Character Recognition. That means recognizing and extracting text from images. Please note that OCR does take a little bit of time to run. Once you have obtained PDF pages, you just need to combine them in order to produce the final PDF result. Entrusted exists because of limitations found in a tool called Danger Zone. A few years ago, I discovered Danger Zone, a document sanitization tool. It's worth noting that Danger Zone emulates a particular feature found in Qubes OS. Qubes OS is an advanced Linux distribution with a strong focus on security. After a couple of months, I realized that Danger Zone was hanging a lot while processing small documents. Another issue that I had with it was that I could not easily run it on several Linux distributions. I don't necessarily expect to have a native software package for every single Linux distribution, but I would like to be able to extract and run software as quickly as possible without necessarily building it from source. I decided that it was best for me to create my own tool instead of trying to contribute directly to the Danger Zone project. A stretch goal was also to provide at some point in time the ability to run the application inside a virtual machine. There are three available user interfaces: graphical and command line interface, as well as a web version. Key features include the ability to process documents inside the sandbox, where network access is disabled. Files can be processed in batch. The decision was made to process files sequentially because it requires more computer resources to perform concurrent transformations. The sanitization of big documents is frictionless. That means that Entrusted is not expected to hang while processing a couple of hundred pages documents. Password protected documents are also handled. There is a live CD for both convenience and additional security that you can just run inside the virtual machine. Now it's time for a demo, and we are going to see the desktop interface in action. It is assumed that you have already installed the sandbox solution. That means Docker, Podman, or Lima. If you attempt to run Entrusted without installing the container engine, it will let you know what is expected. You can download Entrusted on GitHub. So if I go to the main project page and I hit the releases link, I can download a given binary based on the operating system that I'm running. And if I open Entrusted itself, I land on the Convert tab, and this is the main screen of the application. In the red area, you can drag and drop files, and you can also click to select files that you would like to process. On the Settings tab, there are a couple of options, and if I mouse over one of the checkboxes, I see a hint that will inform me about whether or not I would like to customize the defaults. If I go back to the Convert tab, we're going to open a PDF document. And this is a small document for demo purposes that contains only one page. And I'm going to hit Convert. The conversion was successful. And I will click on Logs to see the log window. There are a bunch of messages that could be useful if we were running into errors. I could easily attach that information to any bug report. By default, Entrusted will save the final PDF result in the same folder as the input file. In my case, that will be on my desktop. I'm going to go to my file manager, and at the bottom we have the original file and another file called output-entrusted.pdf. I'm going to open it in my PDF viewer, and there is only one page as expected if encrypted as text. If I wanted to customize the location of the final PDF result, there is a button on the left where I can select a custom output file. Now let's go back to the presentation and see what the future holds for Entrusted. As I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, Entrusted is still in early development stages, and I've been using it on a daily basis without any major issues. There are plenty of opportunities to contribute by improving documentation, contributing to new features, or new translation. In the demo, I showed you a user interface that was in English, and by default, both English and French are supported. If you would like to add a new language to Entrusted, you can just file a bug report, and I will guide you through the process. In the short term, I would like to stabilize and improve the set of available features, as well as exploring a couple of security practices. My take is that operating system vendors will provide better APIs to easily sandbox applications going forward. That means that tools such as Entrusted will probably be shipped by many anti-malware and many antiviruses solutions. It's possible that Entrusted will become then obsolete or that it will need to adapt, but time will tell. There are a couple of references at the end of the presentation. Again, if you would like to try out Entrusted, you just need to visit the project page on GitHub, download the latest version for the operating system of your choice, and give it a shot. I hope that you found this presentation helpful, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.